Joshua, I'm not sure. He got kneed in the thigh last night, and I haven't heard whether he's going to go or not.
Landale had back issues.
They're working on Landale's back now. I'm not sure whether they're going to go or not.
Almost here at the halfway point, what has pleased you most about the development of the young core?
Just the steady understanding of what it takes. They haven't been able to play together as much as possible, obviously, for a lot of reasons, but they've made absolutely steady improvement. Their losses are still hard fought. They're getting smarter in fourth quarters, just understanding how you win and how you lose. So, with a young group like that, that's the joy of it, watch them develop in that way. So it's just kind of a steady progression. So it's been fun to be part of it.
You raise your hand like this. I know that doesn't always show that way in the wins and losses.
The wins and losses have nothing to do with development.
But how would you monitor? How do you monitor that steady progression? What are you looking for in terms of that steady progress from game to game?
Well, a little bit of everything. There's all kinds of aspects to defense and to offense, decision making, who plays well together, but just individual improvement, both mentally and execution-wise.
When you have something like yesterday where they didn't defend the last play properly, how do you know whether it's anybody can make a mistake versus maybe they just don't know how to do it right yet because they are so young?
Well, a lot of doing things right is habitual. You've got to repeat things over and over to create habits. But it's a mistake and not a mistake. The best thing you could do at the end of a game is to not have Kevin Durant shoot the shot. And that got accomplished. So I'm thrilled with what they did. After that, there was a closeout on another player where we allowed middle. Well, that's a mistake. And it'll happen tonight, too. It's a game of mistakes. That's why the scores aren't 8-6. And those kinds of mistakes, you just hope happen less and less as time goes on. The tough part this season for everybody, especially a young team, is no practices, no shoot-arounds. So it's kind of tough to get that across.
How much of a challenge is tonight, the end of a seven-game road trip, and back-to-back? I mean, that's a long road trip.
Well, it's logically, obviously, not an ideal situation. I don't know what else I can tell you. I mean, it's 5 games in 7 nights, or however long we've been on the road, and this is the last one. Every team gets in those situations. It's not just us. So you go play. It's part of the development of a group of guys, so you don't feel sorry for yourself or let down emotionally in that sense. But you got to bring it again. We had a couple guys play. I think DeJounte played 40 minutes last night. That's not what he usually plays, but he wants to go again tonight, even though it's a back-to-back in the last game and blah, blah, blah. He's becoming a leader and understanding his role on the team to set the example. So you go out and you give it your best shot. We had an overtime game against New Jersey last night, and I think most people probably thought we wouldn't be able to do that. So that's why I said these guys are so enjoyable. They bust their ass, and they're learning, on a consistent basis.
Tom was talking about what you mentioned, the no practice and shoot-arounds, that a lot of guys will get in and do individual work shooting. When you have young guys like you have...
We can't shoot.
I was going to say, is it different?
You're not allowed to shoot, so there's not much reason to...
Besides shooting, I mean, do you have to...
You can walk. We can walk. Yeah, it's films. Like we had film this morning, and then a couple individual deals, some team film. Yeah, everybody's doing that. It's really the only, besides just talk. You got to use the film maybe more than usual because you're not doing it on the court. Yeah.
League-wide, this has been obviously a pretty tough month with 3, something people
Right.
in protocols. At the risk of, I mean, I'm not asking you to presume that it's over or close to over, but then, does it
What
seem
are you
like-
asking me?
It seems like,
I'm
do you
confused.
think that this has gone okay? Like the league
What's
playing
gone
through
okay?
this?
What?
Has this worked okay?
How do you judge worked? What is that? What do you mean by worked?
I'm just asking for your opinion on whether this has been a good thing for the league to play through this and to kind of weather what they can weather.
What has been a good thing? The tests and everything, or what do you?
Not stop, I guess one option would have been to just shut down for a month or shut down for a while.
Well, I don't even. I spend no time figuring that out. I got other things that are way more currently impactful for my basketball team. That's Adam Silver and the league, and they're going to decide what they want to do, and then we're going to do what they decide. So why would I spend any time worrying about that? It's not like they're going to call me and ask me for my opinion. So they give us the rules, we follow them, and you do it.
I apologize. I should have known you'd never opine on anything outside your team.
Devontae,
Is that a question, or?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
what did you see from Devontae Haycock this year?
I don't want him coming after me. He's a tough kid. I mean, I don't even know who the hell he was when we, added the players to the team. I knew he was on our G League team, but I haven't seen him play all year. But he brings it. He sticks his nose in. Really tough competitor. That's what what I saw last night. Yeah.
Is Joshua, even thinking changed as far as going back to the G League? Or, when the guys come back that are in COVID, is that still the plan?
Yeah, he'll go to the G League. He's going to be a hell of a player, but he needs that time to create habits and get a lot of playing time, get a lot of minutes.
You like having this, both New Yorks on one trip, or would you rather have this,
I would like him, but I'd like him to be spaced so I could go to dinner another night. But back-to-back kind of hurts the dinner thing.
you only got one?
I'm being honest.
Somebody loses out, you could have gone to second place, but only one.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it tough for you. But that's one of the enjoyable things about the NBA. You get to travel. They fly you for free. They get you a room. I mean, what could be better? You go to all these cities. This year it's a little tougher, but in general, it's been great.